It's any slur, you dumb bitch. You dumb. It's any slur on Twitch. You cannot say it. And you're still on YouTube making your bullshit. Look at how censored we've become. Look at what you can't say anymore. Meanwhile, you have how many views? 39K? More views than I get. Shut the f up, you whiny bitch. So, Melonie Mac. Who's Melonie Mac Go Boom? It's this person. We can take a look at her channel real quick. We've gone over a couple of her videos before, but social commentary, mostly centered around nerd culture. So she does a lot of like video game and like TV show reviews. She's like one of those review bros who is very homophobic and transphobic and just a religious zealot. I've gone over a couple of her things, like I said. She got banned off of Twitch recently, as it turns out. She was banned for so-called bigotry. What could she have possibly done that would have caused Twitch to ban her? I can think of nothing, frankly. So, yeah, let's see what's going on with Melonie Mac getting banned off of Twitch.
So Twitch banned me again for homophobia, I think. They don't really ever tell me the exact reason why I'm banned. They say hate speech, but that hate speech is me talking about the Bible and biblical principles. But I digress.
True, that is hate speech. Finally, a good ruling from Twitch. Let's go.
I think this case may have been for the use of a slur on stream this time. However,
may have.
They
have a strict rule against slurs. If you said a slur, that's why you got banned, dipshit.
A lot to explain on this, and I will
People got banned for saying
but I just
cracker.
thought it'd be funny to react to a couple articles that were written about me, about my
Don't forget throughout this, Hassan Piker and Vosh both got banned off of Twitch for saying the word cracker, okay? The C slur. I'm just saying.
Homophobia. So let's go ahead and dive into.
Yeah, if she dropped the F slur on Twitch, of course you're gonna get banned, dipshit. You can only say that on YouTube and not get in trouble.
Video.
Well, not get in trouble by YouTube, but by your audience. Yeah, probably.
Now,
even though I technically have the pass, I technically have it.
People are gonna be like, well, are you really homophobic? Or you're not actually homophobic. You just think it's funny to say that. I would say I'm not homophobic in the fact that I'm not scared, but I am against the crayon mafia, if you will, and everything that entails. So, yeah, I guess you could call.
So wait, is crayon mafia a reference to the like the colors of the rainbow, or is crayon mafia supposed to mean like we eat crayons? Yeah, homophobic, exactly. Rainbow, gotcha.
Call me a homophobe by whatever standard you have.
Yes.
But on a technical level, no, I'm not afraid of.
Okay, this whole thing of like, it's not. I'm not afraid. Do you know what it means to be lipophobic? Okay, what is it? Lipophobia? Not lipophobia. It's yeah, lipophobic. Lipophobicity is the term. Lipophobia would be silly. But that's the Greek term for a chemical property of chemical compounds, which means fat rejection, literally fear of, okay, yes, literally fear of fat. But obviously, water cells are not fearful of fat cells. They're just repelled by them, okay? It can, in colloquial English, it means anything from fear to disgust, okay? Or bigotry against. It's a blanket term used. I mean, they know this shit. They know it. They just use this as a stupid, like this talking point died like 2 years ago anyway. Why am I even expanding on it?
Of them. All right, so this is from Dexerto.
There are different ways of using the word, was my point.
Melonie Mac brags about monthly Twitch ban after using homophobic slur. Because, yeah, I have been banned multiple times now. All right, about her monthly routine of being banned from Twitch after repeatedly using a homophobic slur during a Bible stream. Mind you guys, by the way, because I know there's always going to be comments, oh, well, why don't you stream here? Why don't you stream on this platform or that platform? I do stream here on YouTube and Rumble, and I just multi-stream to Twitch whenever I'm not banned. I don't need Twitch. I don't give a crap about Twitch. That is probably my lowest revenue source of everything. Well, definitely on streams, it's my lowest. So I don't
I'm not mad, guys. I'm not mad or anything. Yeah, don't put in the papers that I'm mad.
care. And plus, Twitch
I literally
is a
don't care.
cesspool
I don't care so much, in fact, that I made a 20-minute video about how much I don't care.
of prostitutes marketing to children. Let's be real. So if this kind of platform doesn't like me, maybe I don't feel that bad about it. All right, so I did have a Bible stream. Now, if you want to watch the entirety of the VOD or look around, skim through it and figure, did she deserve a ban? Well, that VOD is on YouTube and Rumble. You can check it on my stream VODs. Click the live tab on YouTube and you can see the entire stream. I was going to play a game and it turned into a...
I would go and click on that right now, but I don't want to watch the entire stream. I don't care. Unless there's like, is there like a most viewed thing on live streams? Maybe there is. Hold on. Let me see something. Because if there's a most viewed part of the video, I have to imagine that it's going to be when she said the slur, right? Frankly, by the way, I think that she should have gotten banned off of YouTube for that too, probably. If it's the slur I'm thinking of and she said it the way that she said it. How long ago would that have been? 7 days ago. So it probably would have been this stream, yeah? 12 days ago. Okay. Sometimes YouTube, on some videos, YouTube will have at the bottom the most viewed part of the video. And I thought that it might for this, but unfortunately, no. Let's keep going.
Bible stream because chat
Not
was
on lives, yeah.
on point. Chat was asking a lot of questions and about my opinions on things.
No, we already had the debate.
We just really dove into the Bible a lot and discussed biblical things. Cool. One of those things being that homosexual activities are an abomination to God according to his word.
I don't care.
Bible.
I don't care what your Bible has to say if it thinks that being gay is bad.
And I also mentioned promiscuity, things of that nature as well in general. And I did say my favorite slur, which is the bundle of sticks word.
I knew it. But just say it. Just say it. What do you mean the bundle of sticks word? Just go ahead and say it.
What's funny is I didn't even say it in a derogatory way on that stream. I just said, because I was talking about Nick Rekieta and people are like mad. It's like, why do you guys want me to call him? If I don't understand why you want me to call him that. I said it that way. And
okay, and you're not allowed to do that on Twitch. Like, this is just bitching and moaning about like Twitch upholding their own TOS.
Then somebody sent me a super chat and asked me to call them that word, so I did. In a funny way. Chat. So I don't think it was...
Oh, check the comments. There might be a timestamp. Ooh, good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. No timestamp. Oh, well.
I mean, maybe it was, but I'm more under the impression that they banned me again because I said the Bible says homosexual activity is an abomination and that people need to...
First of all, if they did ban you for that, they would be based. Second of all, it's because you said a slur, dipshit. Okay? There's no contesting this. Twitch has a very strict rule against saying slurs. No matter who you are, no matter what the slur is, you cannot say it on Twitch. Okay? If you want to say slurs, cut the Twitch out. Just go to YouTube. You're allowed here.
They need to accept Jesus and turn from said abomination
in some circumstances,
so that they won't go to hell. So I mentioned that. And
all right, she's the savior of gays because she's telling them they'll go to hell if they're gay. So she's actually saving them when you think about it.
That's what has been getting me banned every time so far, because I haven't said my favorite slur on every stream that's happened. So anyway, feel free to watch my VOD if you want, and you can let me know if you think that my ban was justified or not. So anyway...
It was. You
Melonie
broke TOS,
is no stranger to finding herself at the center of controversy and has been...
How did she manage to stretch this into a 20-minute vomit of just bullshit?
Been known to stir the pot when it comes to her content. A devout Christian and self-described social commentator, Melonie frequently makes homophobic remarks and openly uses slurs, which has resulted in numerous bans from Twitch. And after getting her 7th ban from the platform on September 5th, she took to X to brag about her monthly routine. Because, yeah, it's hilarious. Every time that streamer bans will announce, oh, Melonie Mac has been banned. Twitch partner Melonie Mac has been banned. Boom, bam, boom, bam. They say...
Yeah, quit saying slurs and you won't be banned. This is literally the meme of the guy pissing himself and going, ah, yes, rent-free. Rent-free, as like the crowd like is disgusted by him.
Say it every time. And every time there's a bunch of comments from a bunch of freaking wokies.
You're on your 7th fucking ban. When you're on your 7th ban, it's just you being stupid at that point.
Hey, yeah, hooray! So, homophobe destroyed again. Yeah, they celebrate and they're giving me so much more exposure when they're doing this. It's hilarious. Make it a perma ban. Oh, I've already taunted Twitch and told them go ahead and perma ban me.
It would be less content for me, but I'd be willing to take that hit because there wouldn't be dipshits being influenced by you. Which I don't know how that's even possible, but people are stupid, so...
It does not affect me. If they think this is going to make me not be able to pay my bills, they are incorrect. Because Twitch, again, is not a revenue source that I need. I don't barely use it. Yeah, so anyway. When asked why Twitch had intervened this time, the streamer responded that she did a fun Bible stream that involved using the homophobic slur a couple times.
You've already said it.
Well, yeah, a couple. I think it's a few times, at least a couple times.
Oh,
there
it's because
is
it's
no
censored in the
official list
article,
of words that have been banned on Twitch. However, offensive speech surrounding sexual orientation can result in a suspension. Yeah, where's that list of words, Twitch?
Bro, wait. You need a list of words to tell you not to say the F slur on Twitch? It says, no slurs that refer to somebody's sexual orientation. That is like the slur. What? That is the slur that you don't say, dipshit.
This has become a monthly routine. Yes, this is where I said that. She found her continuous bans hilarious and had a really good streak going. I do. It's great. But while Melonie sees humor in her bans, others are less impressed that Twitch has continuously let the controversial content creator back onto their platform despite numerous
Everybody's
offenses.
Laughing at you.
One user on X questioned why Twitch was giving Melonie so many second chances, claiming that YouTube was already doing the same despite accounts getting permanently banned for less every day. All right.
True.
Washer Crack.
That happens.
Okay, great input, Washer Crack. Melonie Mac has one platform where the rules aren't enforced against her.
I don't want to hear from the side that has like universally praised cat turd, okay? Shut the fuck up.
Accounts get permanently banned for less every day. Why is she getting so many second chances on Twitch too? She's not sorry. She's not going to change. She's mocking your wrist slaps. You are correct.
True.
I am mocking
Twitch should
the
crack
wrist
down
slaps,
permanently.
And I will not be changing on this.
That's why, yeah. No, that right there should be used as evidence for Twitch to just permanently ban her. It doesn't make any sense.
Nonetheless, Melonie remains unfazed as she doesn't rely on Twitch revenue whatsoever, meaning the status of her account makes no difference to her. I have no reason to even stream there except for the lulls of it. You know what?
Except for the lulls of it. She truly does have the brain of like a 10-year-old.
I wonder...
Whoever said that is true. That's true.
I wonder what other articles she wrote. I'm curious if she's secretly based after reading this, because she doesn't put her own. She's either secretly based or she just actually did a good job writing.
It's just like a neutrally written article. It's just neutral. They're so used to being treated like the pieces of shit that they are that they're like, oh, neutral article, yeah, this is praising me.
An article without inserting her opinions into it, because normally, yeah, with this kind of thing and what you expect from these kind of outlets is to be
all she did was say what happened.
And inserting their more public opinions about me, but this stayed pretty like, okay, here's what she said, here's what the other
and it's not like she's unfazed. Stop saying that. You're not unfazed.
Person said, and they didn't insert their own opinions,
spaghetti.
Which I like that. So whether this journalist is secretly based or not, she kept things. She
Why would you
put
say
what
that
I
she's
said.
secretly based?
She didn't lie about what I said. She used a flattering picture of me, so I'm not mad. All right, so Okay, Pink News also wrote an article about me. It said Twitch streamer banned for 7th time after using homophobic slur. I don't know where they came up with it 7 times, because I think it's actually only been 4 times now. I think.
Oh, that's better.
that's the count I'm at now, but maybe it was more. I don't know. Controversial
That's much better.
Twitch streamer Melonie Mac has been
It's only happened 4 times, actually.
banned from the platform yet again.
Oh,
After
that's how
using
many times you shit yourself.
homophobic
Got it.
slur.
See, here I was thinking that you would shit yourself 7 times. No, it turns out it's only 4. Got
The
it.
live streamer received her 7th ban. 7 bans. Okay.
Listen, you shoot yourself for the first time.
Yeah, it's
that's an
basically
accident.
the
Second
same
time,
thing. As part of the community guidelines,
gotta
Twitch
pick
bans
something.
behavior that is motivated by hatred, prejudice, or intolerance, which includes behavior that encourages discrimination, denigration, harassment, or violence against protected characteristics, including sexuality and gender identity, which I didn't ever encourage. Just denigration, harassment, violence, discrimination,
you said the F slur. What more do we need here?
or anything like that.
Don't say
However,
slurs.
I do
Just don't do it.
encourage people not to partake in these activities because they're not healthy, and we just live
Yeah, all you do is say that they're abomination and an affront to your God, right? That's it. That's it. Nothing to read into
in
there.
a time where telling people, hey, this isn't good for you, hey, you're hurting yourself and you're hurting society, hey, I hope you find Jesus and turn from this so you can go to heaven. Saying these things gets you
Yes.
in
as it
trouble
should.
and banned on certain platforms.
Yeah, that should get you in trouble. I agree. You don't get in trouble in nearly enough places for saying, yeah, being gay is an abomination. That should be ban-worthy. I agree.
That is a
I don't give
controversial
fuck
thing
about
to
your
say
religion.
these days.
Shove it up your
and
ass.
this is the difference between something like that, and they want to, and this is why society creating this identity out of who people sleep with, which is a voluntary act, otherwise would be considered rape.
Unlike us, the Christians. We would never create an entire identity out of the people we sleep with. And our insistence that you should not do so until you're married. Yeah, that's something we Christians famously never base our entire identity off of, like whether we sleep with somebody and who it is with and when it is. If they were bad, then why would their God make them in the first place? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Don't ask questions that are logical and sound. The Christians love doing 2 things: Bible thumping and protecting pedo priests. True.
This is the difference between something like that, and they want to, and this is why society creating this identity out of who people sleep with, which is a voluntary act, otherwise would be considered rape, in which case that is out of your control. And we would hope that we can prevent actions such as those from happening through our justice system, and so on and so forth. Those are victims. Those aren't people. That's definitely not an identity. So obviously scratch off those examples. But who people are sleeping with is a decision. So why are they pairing that or...
Yeah, and who they have the desire to quote-unquote sleep with, as you're saying, it's really a lot more than that. It's a full-fledged relationship that they want because they're people, okay? It's not just about who you sleep with. Like, it's exactly the same thing that you presumably want with a guy, okay? It's exactly the same thing. So when you just water it down to the guy you want to sleep with, Katie's not the girl that I want to sleep with, the NB that I want to sleep with, sorry. Like, she's my partner. She's, like, practically everything to me now. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's what gay people have with other people that just happen to be of the same sex. So that's what you're watering that down to.
Trying to pretend like that's the same as the race that you are. Oh, okay, this is skin color. Oh, okay, I'm white and Native American.
Nobody said it's exactly the same. It's just comparable in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, it's comparable. You can't control it, for one thing. And even if you could control it, it doesn't matter. Okay? It does not matter one bit who people want to date and have sex with and marry. As long as they're of age, I should say.
And that's something I can't control. That's the blood in my veins, my ancestors, my skin color, all of that is out of my control. Well,
but since I brought it up, the people who want to do it that are with people who are underage typically tend to lean right.
Who I would be intimate with, and in this case, I am a Christian, so I am celibate until marriage. assuming that happens.
Of course she's a vol cell.
That would be a decision. And I have made the conscious decision.
Where's your man? Your Bible, like, basically tells you that women have no value except to please a man. So where's your man? Why are you doing this shtick? Go get laid. Go get laid. Go get hitched. What are you doing here?
Not to participate in sexual acts unless
I thought we were about
get married.
Heteronormative values.
Because that is in God's design, and that is the best thing for me. People, it's 2024 though, so I don't care what year it is.
But why is that the best thing for you? You just arbitrarily made that up. That's bullshit.
The Bible is always correct, and God's way is the best way. We've seen it demonstrated in society. We have seen,
society.
Let's get more lax on this. Let's get more lax on that. And
by the way, it's not the best way because it's led to like priests molesting young boys and worse. Okay, so it's clearly not the best way.
Then look what happens. I even made a tweet about this yesterday. I said LGBTQ plus offers absolutely zero positives to society, only negatives. Same with promiscuity, hookup culture, etc.
The queers don't owe you a damn thing any more than the straights do. Okay, if the straights owe the queers anything, it's a apology. But beyond that, assuming all things are equal, like the straights don't owe the gays nothing and the gays don't owe the straights nothing. Okay, they don't owe you additive benefits to a society. They just want to be free to do what they want. It's just like saying it doesn't add anything to society for me to prefer, like I go back to preferring ice cream, or not ice cream, what I use, pizza over hamburgers, right? Like, I'm not adding anything to society for me to be a pizza lover over a hamburger lover. Yeah, that's nothing. It just means that I have a different preference. That's all it is. It's literally just a different preference. Yeah, get your noses out of the gays' bedrooms,
etc. And I will add premarital sex to that. People will get mad at it, but I don't care. It's true. We shouldn't be encouraging any of these things for anyone. This is common sense, but for some reason, controversial to say. Why are we encouraging people?
Christianity offers absolutely zero positives to society. There, I said it.
To live lifestyles that is bad for society, that does not offer any benefits to society, but only negatives. And people, what's so negative about this? What's so negative? Okay, well.
Good question.
STDs rampant, way more rampant in gay relationships, and even the ones in...
If I recall correctly, that's because of the economic divide between people who are gay versus people who are straight. Is that right? Like, there is a discrepancy, but that can be accounted for by socioeconomic factors. So if you want to fix the STD problem, you would increase access to education, protection, and improve the circumstances of gay people, which you don't want to do.
Straight relationships are a result of promiscuity, hookup culture.
Let's put it this way. It's a lot more heavily correlated to economic well-being than it is to anything else.
Premarital sex, all that. You know, if people...
Wait, what's wrong with premarital sex? Who cares?
We're living according to God's design, as the Bible tells, we wouldn't have these issues. But
okay, we would still have STDs if there were no queers, dude. That's just a lie. We've always had STDs. They've always existed.
We do because of that. So it's like, oh, that makes sense. Whether you like it or not, that makes sense. Sometimes if you have this hedonistic mindset with things, which sometimes we all have been there, but if you have a hedonistic mindset with
the Bible says you shouldn't have tattoos. Cut your arms off.
Certain things in life. Oh, but you know, that makes me happy, or that makes me feel good. So why would I not do it?
I thought you loved God. Cut your arms off.
It's bad for you. Outside of the confines of marriage, between you and a person of the opposite sex, it is bad for you. It is bad for you mentally, spiritually, physically, all of those things.
Source?
Look at, would we have all of these STDs if people were only, if people are abiding to biblical standard and find...
We would have a lot fewer of them if we had access to sex education and protection, which you don't want. Your people don't want that. You are making the problem worse and pointing the finger at every other person. Go, it's your fault. No, it's yours. Shut the fuck up.
finding a husband or finding
everything that's
a
wrong with
wife
society is like your fault.
of the
Like,
whoever is the
I'm
opposite
comfortable
sex of
saying
you
that. Everything that's wrong
and
is your
being
fault.
monogamous. No, now I mean, we live in a sinful world, so there's going to be repercussions. And what we see in society with STDs, or even if, on the LGBTQ side, they have shorter lifespans, right? The lifespans recorded are shorter.
Also a result of socioeconomic factors. Queer people just tend to be less socioeconomically advantageous. Or advantaged, I should say.
The suicide rates, especially with the
okay, the suicide rates are because of social conditions, not socioeconomic. Social conditions. I believe same-sex STD transmission is heavily weighted because of prison sexual assault. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's unfortunate.
T here. When you're talking specifically the T here as well, the body mutilation that comes via hormones or surgically, right? All of our...
I gotta go back. I was saying the suicide rates are because of people like you. Okay, it's people like Melonie Mac who drive the suicide rates up. It's disgusting. And then they're like, oh, well, you see, turns out the queers have higher suicide rates. Like, you did that. Once again, you are the problem with society. You're the problem.
When you're talking specifically the T here as well, the body mutilation that comes via hormones or surgically.
Mutilating my body with hormones, yes.
All of these things. This is all degenerate behavior. It is not productive to society.
You can call it degenerate all you want, but like, your tattoos aren't productive to society either. Cut your arms off.
What way
you love your God so much.
This
you love your God so much, but you have tattoos. Cut them off.
Contributed to making society a better place.
Get the time for the apple peeler.
Look at societies that accept these ideologies and push these ideologies. They glorify these ideologies. They fall. And America, if we don't get our act together, we will fall too. And that's another reason.
The queers will bring about the downfall of America. Kind of based.
It is anti-American to even be wanting this stuff glorified. To even be
No, what's anti-American is being anti-freedom. You anti-freedom bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, you're just an anti-freedom piece of shit. You don't want people to be free to date who they want, or have sex with who they want, or marry who they want. You hate freedom. You despise freedom. You want everybody to be chained to your sky daddy because you're convinced that you'll go to hell if you don't convince other people. Like, your entire worldview is based off of a punishment, a fear of a punishment. Like, that's your moral compass. Ew, get the f out of here. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say.
Encourage this stuff because you're going to hurt your own society.
You just make good
content.
Even
if you want to look at it in that kind of way.
For me.
Why would you encourage
that's your only purpose.
To live in these ways? Same with promiscuity, hookup culture, even between people of the opposite sex. Why would you encourage these behaviors? Why wouldn't you encourage... Find a husband, find a wife, find whoever's the opposite sex of you that you can fall in love with and...
Why the opposite?
Live a happy life with. Maybe start a family. Or at least live happily together.
I would love to have a debate with her. I would wipe the floor with her.
Right? Have a companion for life that will...
She would never.
Support you and you them and make your lives better. Right? But anyway, it's controversial to say these things, but is it not common sense? So we're at that point, and it's like, well, look at how much of a protected class all of the LGBT stuff has become. To where you...
It's any slur, you dumb bitch! You dumb... It's any slur on Twitch. You cannot say it. And you're still on YouTube making your bullshit. Look at how censored we've become. Look at what you can't say anymore. Meanwhile, you have how many views? 39K? More views than I get. Shut the f up, you whiny bitch.
Get banned places. Well, is that going to be a
Protected class
thing
my ass.
if this doesn't stop? Will that be a thing with people with eating disorders?
You know what a protected class is? Christians. I can prove it. They don't pay taxes at their churches. It's still standard to put your hand on the Bible. That's the default, right? In God we trust is on the coin, on the money. One nation under God, right? That was added as a little DEI thing for them back in the day into the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, you can't make fun of them anywhere. Like, they literally run the entire government. They've been DEI to shit and back in the government. The Christians are the most protected class in America. The most protected.
Orders as well.
You can't make fun of them.
They were born that way. They were born wanting to
shit on them for their religious beliefs. They're allowed to be homophobes. They're allowed.
They were born thinking that their body's fat if they have anything more than 2% body fat.
Gotta get the fat shaming in there. Let's go.
We should be encouraging liposuction, having parades for people who are living like this.
Wait, hold on. Oh, she's talking about trans people. Hold on.
You get banned places. Well, is that going to be a thing if this doesn't stop? Will that be a thing with people with eating disorders as well? Oh, but they were born that way. They were born wanting to be 70 pounds.
Yeah, she's doing the trans thing.
They were born thinking that their body's fat if they have
because her brain is as smooth as you can possibly get it with the finest sandpaper. She is comparing being anorexic to being trans.
More than 2% body fat, so we should be encouraging liposuction, having parades for people who are living like this. Doesn't that sound insane? Well, it's very much along the same lines.
That's exactly the same as trans people.
These things that are actions. You know, some people might struggle with feeling an attraction toward the same sex, and if that's the case, then you don't have to act on it. We are all born with simple.
I'm special. I was born with a natural attraction to men, and so I get to do that, but you don't get to do your thing. Why? Because God said so, and you're going to hell, sweaty. You.
Nature, and so we all have like an innate desire sometimes to do things that aren't good. Sometimes you might think, oh man, how nice would it be if I could just go to.
It's not even just like a desire to somebody. It's disgusting that they would reduce it to that. It's having a whole full-ass relationship with somebody, okay? Maybe they don't even want to have sex. Maybe they're an asexual gay person who just wants to date for romantic reasons. Like, there's a clear difference between sexuality and romance, okay? It's both of them combined that makes a relationship, okay?
To a car dealership.
It's more of the romance,
get in a car
really.
And drive off and just steal it and not even get caught for it. Oh, how great!
Yeah, it might be the same thing to them.
Sounds great, right? But it's not.
Hey, true. Stealing a car is exactly the same as being in the same sex relationship. Just go f yourself.
But it's not. Stealing isn't good. So, how great would it be just to be able to eat cake and
it is possible for you to just not be a Christian anymore. Just stop being a Christian. That's a sinful desire that Satan has put on you to be a Christian, to be this way. That's not naturally red hair. Maybe the chemicals rotted her brain. It's possible.
Every single day. Oh, I just want to eat cake and pasta every day. Spaghetti, chicken Alfredo, cupcakes.
Yeah, and I believe in people's freedom to do that.
Cakes, candy.
How does it hurt you?
Well, guess what would happen? Guess what does happen to people who eat like that?
And also, like, binging yourself on food is not the same as wanting to have sex with somebody who's of the same sex as you. It's not the same thing. You're not hurt by that. You are not hurt by that unless you get an STD, which in that case you should have been using better protection. Okay, like
they get really fat and they get really unhealthy, and even they have become somewhat of a protected class.
Sexualities.
It's like okay,
both sexualities, all sexualities. Sorry, I meant like gay and straight.
Well, maybe the desires that you have, your fleshly desires, aren't always good for you, and in many cases are bad for you. Surprise, surprise. It's almost like we've heard these things. It's almost like
I hate her.
We have guidelines here that are for the betterment of our lives and that don't exist for no reason. It's almost like our creator knows what's best for us. Whoa, what a concept. Anyway, so
no, good stop.
TLDR. I got banned again. TLDR. I don't know how long. Don't really care.
Oh yeah, I forgot this whole video was about how she got banned from Twitch again. Yeah, don't put in the newspaper that I care, by the way. 20-minute video about it. Okay. God, I hate her so much. It's not even funny. She's such a disgusting, perverted piece of shit. I cannot stand Melonie Mac. What good content though. That's one good thing she provides to me is good content for my channel. So thank you for that. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you enjoy my content, you enjoy what I do, I really appreciate any financial help that I can get. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. You got some awesome benefits such as seeing early videos, awesome emotes that you can use in the comments of YouTube videos, and a sweet badge next to your name. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate if you join. It is cheaper than the cost of a blowjob from your mom. So with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.